Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video here on SwellTub. I hope you all are having an amazing day, amazing week. Returning subscribers, welcome back. Today's video is going to be very important. If you're a new member to the channel, a new viewer, a huge welcome to you. If you're looking for daily crypto content on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and so on, I highly suggest you hit that subscribe button and turning on your notification. That way you don't miss important videos. Now, what's going on with Litecoin, one of the most requested pairs on this channel? In this video, I'm going to be using our fractal method as well as our Fibonacci levels. Fractal method, for those that don't know, is a strategy where we look at previous fractals and we study the market behavior because it's currently repeating on a much more bigger time scale. So let's go ahead and find this fractal method, find out the similarities, and see what happens next on the Litecoin pair. Whether we're headed for a further rally similar to what we had back in 2020, or a pullback to the downside similar to what we had prior to the rally. So we're gonna start off by looking at our higher highs that was made. So we have a resistance touch, followed by a resistance touch, and third one, a resistance touch. Our most recent fractal, first touch, second, and a third touch, which is yet to be triggered. Now, if fractal method were to be copied, this would mean that we are headed for a rally to the upside towards $100 give or take, similar to what we witnessed back in 2020, and then we would go for a pullback towards our $50 zone. You might question yourself, why this $50 zone? And I'll get into that in just a minute. Right after this $50 zone, up we go for a massive continuation to the upside, similar to what we had in previous fractal. Now I'm going to touch up on our fib levels. Later on, I'm going to go ahead in a few minutes and show you what would invalidate this pullback, because there are times where these pullbacks are invalidated and we would go for a straight up rally from here. So I'll show you such scenario in just a minute. Before I do that, let's go ahead and find our fib levels. This rally or this fractal that has been printed is currently printing on a much bigger time scale. Right here, this would be considered our A, followed by B, and a further C, which is then followed by a pullback to the downside, and then a further continuation to the upside. So just to confirm that C wave aligns with our most recent fractal, we have our 0.618 and our 0.41, which when measuring our most recent fractal, that's exactly where we're at right now. We have our 0.618, we have our 0.618, which when triggered caused a major pullback. So if the same fractal were to be copied once again, do expect a pullback to the downside. Our fractal method is indicating that a pullback is important before a continuation to the upside. Now, something I want to note very, very important is this pullback that we spoke about. There is a possibility that it might not happen, and I'll show you what would invalidate such scenario. Invalidating such pullback on the Litecoin pair would mean that we go for a confirmation break above our resistance level right now. So what that would look like is a break above $100. If we continue holding above, that's our confirmation indicator that we are no longer headed for a pullback. Again, that's if this resistance level at $100 breaks above, price action breaks above, holds above, then we're headed for a continuation from such levels. Cool. So let me touch up on the last two examples, or two last scenarios one more time. That way it's completely built in your minds, guys. Our first scenario, as we discussed, is our fractal method. If price action is unable to cross above $100 and price action remains below the green line, that's our indication that we're headed towards $50 give or take, and then a further continuation. That's our first scenario. Again, if we cannot cross above $100. Our second scenario, if $100 breaks above and we flip it as a support, that's our key indicator that we're headed for further price action and we are no longer headed for a major sell-off. Cool. So I'm keeping my eyes very closely on this major resistance level. If you guys want to learn how to use resistance and support levels in your favor, I highly suggest you check out my last video. If you want to improve your trading skills, you want to take your skills to a different level using support and resistance, I highly suggest you check out last video that was uploaded 2 weeks ago. Without further ado, I hope you all enjoyed this video, gave you some kind of insight of what's going on in the market. With that being said, I'll see you all in tomorrow's video.